And we're in trouble again here. And there is the goal then. Asensio puts Man City ahead. This has been so hard. I don't know what it is about this City team, but they just don't give you time at all. Decore, Lukaku's there, but it's going to go through instead towards Kieran Tierney, who's going to keep it in. Tierney swings it in. Herrera! Yes! Even Herrera's got the equaliser. It's why we brought him on. Patrick, shot comes in. It comes to Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku has done it. 10 to go. City 1, Everton 2. The turnaround at the Etihad has been sensational. Because time is not on their side and Decore steps in and wins it. And Everton have beaten City at the Etihad by 2 goals to 1. Herrera off the bench to score the equaliser before Lukaku scored his 5th of the season. And Asensio can't believe it. He started the game off with the goals. He's been the Premier League's best player thus far, but he didn't have enough on the day. And that man there set up the first one. And we've got a massive 3 points. Hello everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another Career Mode episode and welcome to your Friday as well as we kickstart the weekend off with a Career Mode episode. Now in the last one, I gave you an opportunity to vote as to whether or not you wanted to see Leon Bailey join us. Now, there is going to be a little bit of an issue with this, is that we've already been able to activate his release clause, as you can see. Problem is the wages. So we're going to try and give him a contract right here because over 70% of you said you wanted to see Leon Bailey join the club in January. So of course, if we manage to negotiate the contract with him now, he will join us in that January period. But he's on wages of 120,000, I think it is. Yeah, at Leverkusen, you can see our wage budget is significantly less than that. So he will have to take a little bit of a pay cut if he wants to join us here, which it could be a bit of a problem. Worst case scenario, of course, we just wait a few more, kind of weeks, let somebody else go, then we reactivate the release clause again, and that's when we can then re-sign him. So let's try now, though. Now I know that you guys want him at the club, I can just do this at a later date. £80,000. I knew he'd say no to that. Wages insulting. So we are going to have to wait a little bit longer then to get Leon Bailey in. But because I gave you the poll, I will do it as soon as possible once we have the funding for it. And here then is how the month of October is looking. As you can see, some easy games in there, I'd like to say. West Ham up first today, away from home, followed by Huddersfield, which will be a sim game as we play them at home. Then we've got Benfica in the Champions League, Stoke City away, and Southampton at home to finish the month of October. I'm going to be trying to take it month by month if possible. But if you look into November, how about this for a month? 2 Champions League games in there. Chelsea, Man United and Spurs all in November. So that looks like an incredibly tough month. And December is just jam-packed full of games. So we'll see how we get on in terms of taking it month by month in this one. We might be able to do it. We might not. We'll see. But today then, West Ham up first. Let's get ourselves straight into game. Waste no time at all. And like I mentioned, if I can get the wages in, I will make that Leon Bailey deal happen. One of the big problems I'm facing, though, is like this, for example. Gethin Evans here. I've accepted numerous deals, but because he's on such a nice contract at Everton, he's just not negotiating terms elsewhere because they're probably not going to be able to match that £17,000 a week that he's on. But that would probably be enough for us to be able to let him go and bring in Leon Bailey. So, yeah, it's becoming a bit frustrating. Same with Jerome Pryor here as well. Another one who I've accepted offers for, and he just keeps rejecting them. Maybe he'll agree the deal to go to Nantes or Nantes. But we need to get rid of them. And it's becoming increasingly annoying when they just don't negotiate terms purely because they're on a nice wage here, which I understand, but still frustrating. So, yeah, hopefully they'll leave. Here we go then. Our first game of the day is going to be against West Ham. We are going to be wearing our white kit. They are in their claret and blue. And as you can see, we have switched up the side ever so slightly. Now, this isn't actually saved because I did have Patrick in place of Coleman there like that. So I'm hoping the instructions have saved. Yeah, they have. Cool. Right, so after last episode, we played against Man City. Herrera came off the bench when we switched it up to a 2-up-top formation. We were able to win that game 2-1 after coming back from behind. So I felt like I wanted to play Ivan Herrera, but I can't really drop Lukaku either because he's actually playing all right. Romelu Lukaku is in some good form as well. So why not have the best of both worlds? We'll stick it as a 2-up-top and see if it's going to work. A 4-3-1-2 is what we're playing. Coleman in behind them. The midfield three is solid. Tierney and Wan-Bissaka on the wings to provide the width. Let's see how it goes. If it goes to bad, then we'll just have to swap it back to the 4-3-2-1 that we had previously. Of course, Coman out on the left, Gankov on the right. Still waiting on Richarlison to get back as well. He's still out injured. I wonder what side West Ham are going to put up for this game. I actually don't know. I haven't seen too much of them, so I don't actually know their team. But Perrin starts in goal. Dumfries at right back. Sarr at left back. They're the only two I recognise in that back four. Palacios and Rice in the midfield two. Declan Rice still at the club. Oxlade-Chamberlain, Wilshere and Felipe Anderson as a midfield three. And then up front, on his own, Osmihen. He's actually not bad as a striker. I've used him a couple of times. Arnautovic on the bench. Interesting. Tierney captains the side again. He has been captain in the side a fair few times, but I've actually just realised I should have swapped it back to Mason Holgate. That's my bad. But it doesn't really matter. Tierney's also been here for quite a while. As you know, injury to Luna means Aitor starts in goal for us. Not an ideal scenario, but that is why you have backup goalkeepers. And of course, you saw our side, but here it is again for you in case you missed it. Coman in front of the midfield three with the front two, Ivan Herrera and Romelu Lukaku. Herrera, what are you going to give us today, mate? Herrera towards Wan-Bissaka. Going to keep it in play, Wan-Bissaka, and he sends the cross in as well. Lukaku was really waiting there, but it didn't come through towards him. Kingsley Coman looking to try something pretty spectacular, and it didn't catch the keeper off guard. He read it, Mattia Perrin, and was able to meet it with a save. Not really lots happening here, to be fair. Not really a clear-cut chance yet. But this could be the first one here if Chamberlain can send that through. Kieran Tierney, some brilliant defending. Wins back possession for us. And as we try to again go forward, who is going to be the team that finds the first chance of the game? As Decore now sees the run coming in from Wan-Bissaka. Is this going to be it? Aaron Wan-Bissaka looks for the cross. No, it is not. Patrick, Herrera's through. Ivan Herrera! That's what you want to see from our number 55. What a finish it is as well. We love you, Ivan. We do. Just put up his statue now. That's all I'm going to say. He's going to be an Everton legend if we stay at the club. This kid is brilliant. Look at this ball through from Patrick, by the way. Perfectly weighted. First time strike from Ivan Herrera. I said it'd take a moment of quality to break this game and find the first goal. And there it is then. Herrera smashes in his, I think, second goal in the Premier League. Or third goal in the Premier League now, I think it is. But he's here and he's here to stay. Ivan Herrera, third goal in the Premier League. There you go. He's catching up to Lukaku already. Fantastic finish. And that's poor from West Ham, who've given the ball away straight away as Lukaku finds Herrera again. Herrera surely not going to be two. Oh, he did everything right up until the finish. Everything right up until that finish. That is not great in the end from Herrera. He's not too far away, but you do expect him to finish that. It was poor from West Ham. They gave away possession. Lukaku played one simple ball through. Herrera's pace got him in behind, and you expected to see the second goal in the game. Not quite. Herrera and Lukaku combine again as the second half gets underway, and Herrera makes it too. There you go, game, sell and match, I think. West Ham have not been able to handle Ivan Herrera thus far in the match. And he's had 3 shots now, he's scored 2 of them. Of course, the other one he put over the bar that he really should have scored. But Lukaku again, it's these two who are combining. And West Ham are 2-0 down now. Look at that. It's even Herrera with the first pass. Lukaku just gives him it back. It's a difficult angle again, like it was for his first one. But Herrera makes no mistake. 2 goals for him on the day, and it's now his 4th of the season. I think I've got to keep starting him. If I don't start Ivan Herrera, there's going to be a problem in the comment section. You guys are going to be very angry with me. So I think we have to keep him in the side, don't we? Ivan Herrera is here to stay. Scored 2 on the day, and I'm sure that's not going to be the end of the episode for him. Oh, I mean, that's just not right at all. Someone's got to deal with that. Someone has to deal with it. I said, what did I say? We're looking more likely to grab the next goal. Clearly not. West Ham 1, Everton 2, and it's a calamity. Look at this. The ball is blocked. Anderson has the shot, and it's blocked. But then you can see it's like Kieran Tierney's waiting for our goalkeeper to come and sort it out. And then he does, but he's so late off his line that the striker just has a free header in. And West Ham United, who have not been in the game, are now back in the match through a mistake defensively from us. You know what I mean? It's just not... You've got to deal with that, one of you. I'd expect Tierney, actually, to just take over, honestly. That's what I was thinking. Kieran Tierney will deal with this with no problem. But for some reason, he waits for the goalkeeper. Maybe he has a shout, I don't know. And in my opinion, he should just clear it himself. Deal with that danger before anybody else has to, you know what I mean? And we would be fine. Lukaku now towards Wan-Bissaka, lifting one in. And it's not really well dealt with either by West Ham, but they get away with it. And I would just like to say, my friends, that is West Ham United's first shot on our goal today. And they've scored it. So, yeah, brilliantly done, boys. No worries. We'll hopefully see this one out still anyway. But it's going to be a 10/15 because of that now. Patrick makes the tackle happen as he goes off the field of play. 2 changes, Miranchuk and Tom Davis both on. Now, I'm not sure many people knew we actually had Miranchuk because he's not played for me yet. So here he comes for the first time in the series, or at least since our time with Everton. Is he going to be able to assist a goal when he's on here to make this less nervy? Wilshere from distance, absolutely no way that goes in. If it does, I'll cry. There goes the full-time whistle. The scoreline, not all that convincing. But when I tell you that West Ham had 2 shots on goal, one of them, of course, being that header, and the second one, the one from distance from Wilshere, then it does become a bit more convincing, really, doesn't it? Ivan Herrera, the match winner in the end with both of his strikes. You can see, honestly, well, they actually had 3 shots. Where was their other shot then? I mean, there you go. Oh, yeah, Anderson's that was blocked in order for the goal to actually go in. But you can see it was really only one-way traffic, wasn't it? Man of the match display from Patrick, apparently, instead of Ivan Herrera, 9.2 from him as he picks up man of the match. But that is a good way to start the episode off then. Ivan Herrera is he's having the time of his life right now, isn't he? And another site that we're used to seeing transfer talks broken down as they couldn't reach agreeable terms. Not surprising, this is absolutely ridiculous. Like, I hope that it's not in the next year's game because it's just dumb when you're trying to let players go and they just won't agree terms with any team that comes in unless they're sort of a big side that can match the wages. But let's face it, right? If you're 70 rated and you're on 30k a week, who on earth is going to match that? You're not worth £30,000 a week. For some reason, Everton decided they were worth it. I've got no idea. But yeah, until we let somebody leave the club, until somebody will actually leave the club, we are not going to be able to make the Leon Bailey transfer happen. So it's like ticking time away at the moment. Lunan is to return from his injury. He can rejoin the training sessions, but that's only 1 game missed when you consider he was out for 4 weeks, was he? Yeah, quite surprised by the fact that he's already back. But we've got Huddersfield then at home, which is going to be simmed before we head into our Champions League tie against Benfica. So we should get the result here. But having said that, with the goalkeeper in goal, Ep4, you never know. Torreira's given his lead after 3 minutes. Brilliant. Ep4's picked up an injury now in this one. What on earth is happening? Oh, man. Well, I'm going to skip through anyway. And it's a 2-0 win. Lukaku with the goal after the Torreira opener. Now, with the injury to Ep4, he didn't have to go off for it, but is it going to be something that keeps him out the next game? Because Lunan might have to come back very quick. 3 days for Ep4, so he should be all right, even if Lunan isn't actually back. So we should be okay with that. But yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? 2 goalkeeper injuries in a row. Sometimes I go a full year without actually having one, and then you get 2 in a row. Finally, somebody has left the club. Matty Folds has gone to FC Sion. Oh, man, that's taken ages. But have we actually got the money in yet? Or will we not get it till January? Because I'm not sure how this is going to do then. So we might have to still wait for that one. Nevertheless, I'm going to stick with a 4-3-1-2 for the game against Benfica. Instead of having Herrera up front, though, I've got Lukaku and Kingsley Coman. So 2 very good players that should still be able to finish any chances that come their way. And it's pretty much a like-for-like play. Obviously, Coman very quick as well. In terms of that with Ivan Herrera. So there is the side. Miranchuk in, Orsic in, Davis in, Pizzala and Montiel both in as well. Lunan is back, so he's going to start in goal. He's got a little bit of an injury still. So hopefully he'll be able to go through the game without picking up a longer-term injury. But it's a must-win game, this, after our defeat to Roma in that last episode where we simmed it. So we have to get the result here. Let's do it. Can we beat this Benfica side? And that'll be our 3rd game week in the Champions League. So we'll know where we're at after the halfway stage after this game. And this will be anything but an easy game. They are a decent side, Benfica. They've got a couple of recognisable names as well. Toko Akambi. Hello, my friend. We had him at Villarreal, remember? Fernandes in midfield. Jorge Mir at the back alongside Villar in goal. A young Belgian goalkeeper who a lot of people are saying is going to be good in the future. So, are we going to be heading towards 3 points? Or will a former player of ours come back to haunt us? We'll find out. Well, in our first Champions League game week, we were ahead after only a few minutes. Are we going to have another fast start here then? As here is Lucas Torreira. Lukaku with the ball at his feet. Finding now Miranchuk, who's going to look for Tierney. Tierney, he's down the left-hand side. There's Lukaku! And there's the start you want to see when you're in a Champions League must-win game. Benfica 0 Everton 1. Romelu Lukaku scores with the head. But it's Kieran Tierney again who makes it. Fast start. There you go. Benfica... You've got to wake up because when we scored so quickly against Dynamo Kiev, it turned into an absolute thrashing. They won't want that here. Lukaku scores, not even 10 minutes on the clock. Everton 1 up. Koeman's going to send Miranchuk in and we could be in for number 2 here. Miranchuk! Oh, that's delightful. That's absolutely delightful. Benfica 0, Everton 2. 2 inside 5 minutes. We're running rampant here in the first stages of this game. And Miranchuk has pulled one right out the top drawer. Lovely little dink finish over the top of the goalkeeper who came out and committed himself. You know what as well? Miranchuk was not part of my first team plans here. And he's actually got a release clause that's about £30 million at the moment. He's worth about 25. But maybe, just maybe, he'll sneak himself into my first team plans. That's a brilliant finish. And he was involved actually in the last game, wasn't he, when we came off the bench. So I don't know, about Miranchuk. I'm not entirely sure right now. But if he continues this up, then I might have to consider him for my first team plans. What a finish. Oh, what a save, Lunan. I mean, we should be dealing with that a lot better. You don't let your attacker go in the near post and win that header against you, but it's a great save with his feet from Lunan. Glad to have him back, and he does stuff like that, Lunan. He keeps you in games at times with saves like that. That's what you want to see from him. But honestly, we should be dealing with that better. Really should be dealing with that better. As we block the intended cross there, and Tom Davies can now play our way out. Okay then, well, Benfica back in a game. Spoke about Lunan making a brilliant save before this. He's beaten from distance with a shot. I'm not sure who it is actually, but slightly disappointed again in us because we just allowed them too much time. I mean, look at this. David Sanchez backing off, tracking the run of, I think it was maybe Toko Akambi. And at that point, you give him way too much time, and that's what's going to happen. Lunan, I don't know what it is with the goalkeepers. They always take a jump before they decide to set themselves, and that's what then causes them the problem when it comes to the shot coming in. And I don't know why they do it. We saw it with Ederson in the game against Man City last episode, and now Lunan's just done it here. They need to stop that, because it's a bit dumb at the end of the day. You don't set yourself properly when you take that jump, and that's cost him. Miranchuk now then, as I ideally want, that's a ridiculous challenge. I ideally want this 2-goal advantage to be restored, and what a stupid challenge that is. Yellow card worthy indeed. Now this would be Patrick territory here, but of course he's not playing today, so Lucas Torreira is the player we're going to give this to. And I'm tempted to try and maybe go for that top corner. Can Lucas Torreira find it then? Let's have a look. Torreira's free kick. It's in! No, it's not. It's a great save from Villarreal. Oh, I thought we'd just done it. I saw it go over the wall into that top corner area. I was like, it's going to go in 100% here. But Villarreal has pulled off a very, very good save. What a stop that is. Could have easily been 3-2 that. He saw me celebrate before it actually happened. It's Tierney! Oh, I thought he saved it again. No, it's come off the bar. Tierney's header, crossbar. It could have so easily been 3. We had 2 really good moments. Oh, it's so close. I think Villarreal maybe had that covered. But started celebrating prematurely. It didn't even go in the top corner. I just thought it was, and I saw it going towards there. In the end, it's a good save. Half-time whistle goes here. Benfica 1, Everton 2. The start was a dream start for us, but after that, it's been a bit of a hit and miss first half. We're definitely going to have to try and pick this up in the second elsewhere. Dynamo Kiev and Roma yet to start at the moment, so we don't know the result over there. I'm not going to make any changes at the half, but I will consider it later on in the second half if things are not going exactly to plan. But let's see if we can grab an early goal here and settle any nerves. We're in trouble here a little bit now. Half an hour to go. Toko Akambi up against Davinson Sanchez. Crosses deep towards the back post. Off the bar. Orsic, wrong way, mate. You don't do that in your own box. What are you doing? Oh, Orsic. Got away with that massively there. Holy moly, what's he trying to do? I don't even know if he had that actually covered and that's what he meant to do by sending it over the crossbar, or if he just got lucky. As they're... God's sake. Benfica 2, Everton 2. We got away with it before. We're not getting away with it now. I think we have to make a change or two, because since that start that we made to the game, we've been appalling since then. Patrick coming on. Decore coming on. Could even argue maybe that we bring on Ivan Herrera. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Coleman coming off. 3 changes. We have to find a winner in this match. A draw will not do this for us. Benfica's fight back has been relentless, but we have been poor since going 2 in front, you have to say. I mean, there's 3 Everton players around the guy that wins the header, and he still wins it. Andre Carrillo comes out on top. Benfica 2, Everton 2. Oh my goodness me, they've split. Herrera! Oh, he's put it wide! What a chance, Ivan Herrera! Benfica 2, Everton 2 still. Frustrations continue here. Can't afford a third goal. We can't afford a third goal, and Lunan's just saved it. Oh my God. Benfica are looking like it could be 3-2 to them, and this turnaround would be unbelievable if they can do it. No. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Honestly, what's happened to us in this game? We started off unbelievably well. We were running rampant for the early stages. And then now it's just gone to pot. Davis up towards Herrera. Herrera back for Patrick. Herrera needs to continue his run. Tom Davis is now found. We've got Montiel on the right-hand side. Here he is then. Where's Lukaku in the box? Montiel crosses deep towards the head of Lukaku, who instead goes for the volley, and that's full time. 2-2 here. I don't know how we've thrown that away, but that could be detrimental to securing our Champions League knockout stage future. They want the final, and playing like that, we're not going to make it. What an outrageously bad performance in the second half. Now, fortunately for us, Roma did beat Dynamo Kiev, so it does keep us in second place, but we have to beat Benfica in that other game because we're only 2 points clear of them. And that, you know, we still got to play Roma, so, I mean, it's annoying more than anything because I thought we'd had that in the bag when we went 2-0 up. We started off so strongly. We were 2-0 up inside 15 minutes. We were dominating, and then we'd do all of that in the second half. Anyway, Stoke City coming up now then, back to our full strength, apart from the fact Herrera has picked up an injury. So Orsic is going to start alongside Patrick and Decore in the midfield three. But here we go then, Stoke City for the final game of the episode then. And then, of course, Southampton, which we will be simming at the end of today. And that will end off this month as we move into a very, very tricky month of November. Because, you know, we've got 3 very tough Premier League games in there with, I think, our last 2 Champions League group stage games. So, very, very tricky month indeed. Stoke's 11 lines up like this. And honestly, if we don't get 3 points from this game, I'm going to be fuming. Back 4, I only really recognise Wimmer and Cucurella from that one. Badu Ndiaye in the midfield 3. Joe Allen. There you go. Joe Allen starting in camp for them. If we lose this game, I am going to be livid with the boys. No way we should not pick up 3 points here. I know Stoke, they're a difficult place to come at times, but that team there, when you got... Oh, wait a minute. They've instantly passed the ball to Patrick. Patrick is going to have to shoot from far because there's nobody else up there with him. But when you got Joe Allen playing in cam, we shouldn't lose this game. Coman. Lukaku. Lukaku to finish straight at the keeper. Chance came from nothing really though, because there was a few mistakes in that. Wan-Bissaka's pass to Herrera just about kept in play. Tried to catch the keeper off guard and go first time, and he's very nearly found it through the legs of the goalkeeper. Coman's corner though, going to be put in. Holgate gets up! Stoke to Everton 1 after 10 minutes. Mason Holgate, the captain, heads us home. But then again, this made a good start, didn't we, in the last game, so I'm not going to get ahead of ourselves. Very, very good stuff from our captain though. Fantastic header, 1-0 to us. Coman's corner right into the area where you want it, and then Holgate did the rest, didn't he? No chance for Stoke to defend that. 1-0. Wan-Bissaka, Patrick, Tierney. Look at that now then as Tierney's into a really good area. Tierney looking for the shot that maybe catches the keeper off guard. In the end, he was equal to it though, wasn't he? And we got another corner here we scored from the last one. Kingsley Coman again to take it. And it's towards that area again. This time the keeper has decided to come out and punch it though. Make sure for his team, really, as Patrick again picks up possession. Looks for the instant cross. Oh, what a ball it is as well. And Lukaku heads home, Everton second. Have a look at that pass, though, from Patrick. That's all you need to know. 2 could become 3 here, as oh my, it is. Kingsley Coman straight to Ivan Herrera. This is much more like it. This is what I expected from us, though. Stoke and Everton, 3 Herrera now on the score sheet as well. And it's basically straight after we've gone 2 up. I think Stoke are just crumbling in essence now. Lukaku's ball through to Coman. There you go. Offside flag didn't go up. Coman's first time cross. Herrera meets it. 3-0 Everton. Game, set, and match, I think, now. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Decore towards Patrick. Patrick, we know he can hit them. There you go. 4-0 Everton. Second half is continuing the way the first half did. How can we go from this, or from Benfica's game where we did that, to this? I know obviously we didn't have that many players out there that are the same. Like, Patrick didn't start the game. Herrera didn't start the game. These type of players. But we still had a solid squad out there that should have done the job against Benfica. But anyway, let's not look at disappointments. Let's look at the positives. And that is that we're smashing Stoke. And if that's anything to go by, confidence should be high heading into November. Got to give credit to Stoke, though. They've not kind of rolled over and just sort of given up. They are trying to fight back in many ways. They are putting men forward and trying to create chances. As you can see here, Tierney might be able to just mop this up, and he does. And defensively, they're still looking to make sure this doesn't get too embarrassing for them. So credit to them. They're not throwing in the towel, if you will, here. But here is Coman. Looks for the run of Lukaku. He's going to find him as well. Remember, Lukaku going to try and get it back on the left foot here, which he does. Good save keeper. Coman sends it back in with the header, but it's weak and tame. And it's not going to find its way through into the back of the net. And it remains 4-0. But time ticking away. It's almost certain we're going to get this win now. Love another even Herrera goal if we can get it. Is the offside flag going to remain down? It looks like it has. Oh, and I've completely wasted the chance. Thought the offside flag was going to go up and it didn't. It didn't come, so I just got to play to the whistle, haven't we, really? Patrick now in a good area, but yeah, Herrera should have had a second in the game. Lukaku looking through for even Herrera again. I'm not going to find him, and it really, really should have been 5. Herrera's got to finish that. Lukaku, Herrera, lovely touch. And this time it's no mistake from Ivan Herrera, who gets his second of the match. Oh no, you've got to be trolling. This time the offside flag does go up. Oh, that's awful. Ivan, how close? I mean, there's absolutely nothing in that. Joe Allen, oh, he's not offside. He's not offside, I'm sorry. He's not offside, Lino. VAR, where is it? Can't believe that. That's so annoying. Herrera does score another one, but it's not going to count. Lukaku again. Oh, now he's blowing the whistle when Herrera's in again. Ref. Outrageous officiating. I mean, I'm not going to complain. We've won the game 4-0, but if that's 0-0 and it's the chance to do it for us, it's not offside and then you blow the whistle right at the end. What a joke. Stoke City didn't even pose a threat there. Honestly, comfortable. The 2 Premier League games today have been comfortable. It was that Champions League game that's put me in a bit of a frustrated mood, to be honest. But there we go then, another win on the board for us. For our final game of today, it's going to be the sim game against Southampton before we head off into November. And that episode next time out is going to be a cracker. There's some incredibly tough games in there. Oh, that's not the start you're hoping for. Can we skip and win it? Let's see. We can. 2 goals. Lookman and Lukaku with a 2. Everton 2, Southampton 1. So at least it's not a defeat that we were maybe thinking. But there we go then. That's where the episode will begin. Benfica in a vitally important Champions League fixture. And you saw the month, but I will show it again before we go to kind of show you everything that we're going to have here, because it's going to be an incredibly tough month, in all honesty. I'm not sure I'll get it all in one episode, but we'll see. So, that's the Champions League group at the minute, but here is our Premier League finishing position. 31 points, 3 ahead of City, quite a few ahead of Man United, but you can see it's still close between us and Manchester City in the league itself. Premier League we haven't had too many problems with. It's the Champions League currently at this point. But this is the month of November. So we start with Benfica. Then we move into Chelsea. Then we have Manchester United, Dynamo Kiev and Spurs. So I don't think I'll get all 5 games in an episode, but I might push for 4 and give you Benfica, Chelsea, Man United and Dynamo Kiev. And then obviously moving into December, I've got absolutely no idea how this one's going to go, because again, it's a pretty tough month in terms of games. But thank you so much for watching this episode. If you have enjoyed it, a like would be greatly appreciated. A massive thank you as well for all of the likes on the series so far. It keeps it going, and obviously shows me the support as always. We're close to 40,000 subs, so if we get that today, a thank you for that as well. If you're new around and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below. Welcome to the weekend. Have a great Friday evening, and I will see you all again, hopefully tonight with a Football Manager video. If not, tomorrow with another video. That's the league table in terms of goals. Harry Kane, Sessegnon and Lukaku as a front 3 in terms of that one. Herrera pretty close though behind 2. Until next time, adios.